Happy Monday. The snow is melting. Seems like it's warming up a little bit. Just wanted to chat today on my car ride a little bit about buyers and how buyers are represented for free. It doesn't cost them anything out of pocket to have someone represent them. And a lot of people don't understand that, so now's a good time to talk about it because the market is starting to open up and definitely will as the weather keeps improving and more homes are listed, more and more buyers are going to be purchasing homes. So what that means for people that are looking is, as a buyer's agent, it is our responsibility to work for a buyer and basically hold their hand from the beginning all the way to the end. So getting them started in the pre-approval process, getting them pre-approved for a loan, and then taking them all the way through to the closing table. And how we do that and how we are compensated as a buyer's agent is through the listing. So for instance, if a real estate company hires a broker or a listing agent / realtor to list their home, they have negotiated a listing commission percentage that they're going to pay to sell their home. So I'll give you an example. A home is listed for $100,000 and that seller has agreed to pay the listing broker 6% of that $100,000. So if that home sells for $100,000, they're going to pay $6,000 to the listing broker to sell their home. If I bring you as a buyer to that home to sell and you buy that home, the listing broker is going to share their commission with me to bring you to that home to buy. So that's how I'm compensated. You do not pay. The listing broker pays me to bring the buyer to them. And that's how it works. So I know that a lot of people don't understand that, especially first-time home buyers. So a lot of people are afraid to hire, if you will, a buyer's agent because they think that they have to pay out of pocket. A lot of folks think that it's kind of like hiring an attorney, and it's not like that at all. There's no retainer fee, there's no out-of-pocket expense to do that. So when we say that we work for you at no cost, out of pocket, that is in fact true. You're not paying out of pocket for us to represent you. So if you see a home that's listed with a different real estate company, for instance, I don't have it listed, but you want to look at it, that's fine. I can show you any home that is listed with any real estate company or any realtor on the market. I can show you anything and still represent you. So hopefully that clears the air and explains how that works, because I know that it's very confusing, and I make sure that I explain that to all of my buyers. I explain it to sellers also when I go list their homes so that they understand as well, because not everybody does understand that concept, and it's important that everybody does. So when you see something that comes across the market, maybe a new listing, or you happen to be driving down the road and you see a sign and you're just curious, how much is that house? Or that's adorable. I wonder if it's in my price range, or even if it's still available. Maybe it's not even still active on the market. It's in contract, but you want to know if it is. You can call me and ask me, and I can look it up in the MLS. And if it's still available, I can show it to you. So hopefully that explains the process. And if you do choose to hire me, quote unquote, as your buyer's representative, what I do is, first of all, get you pre-approved, because that is the absolute first step that you want to take. You have to be a pre-approved buyer in order to go look at homes. You want to know what you're looking, what you're qualified to look at. So, are you approved up to $150,000? Are you approved up to $300,000? And what terms are you looking for? What kind of loan are you approved for? Is it conventional? Is it FHA? Is it VA? Are you putting your own funds down for down payment? Are you paying your own closing costs? And you know, all of that stuff. You have to know all of that stuff before you even start looking and pulling the trigger. And then the fun begins. You know, what area are you looking? How many bedrooms? How many baths? Do you need acreage? Do you need a basement, garage? All of that stuff. And that's the fun stuff. So getting you through the pre-approval process seems to be kind of tedious, and it's not fun because it does require some paperwork and some, you know, thought on your end, because, you know, where did I work the last 2 years? What dates was I there? Who do they call to get a hold of and verify that? Those kind of things I know are not fun. But once you get through that, then it's fun, because then we get to actually start looking. Once we start looking, I put it in the MLS and put a search in the MLS, save it, email it to you, and every single time something is listed that fits your criteria that you have given me. So if that's a 3-bedroom in Fairfield Union Schools with a full basement, it's going to send over to you automatically if it fits what you're looking for, and you're going to see it immediately as soon as it hits the market. So it doesn't wait until tomorrow at 4 a.m. to update. It's going to update you immediately. So you'll get to see it as soon as it's listed. And then you can email me, text me, call me, and say, hey Dee, I saw this just come across. I want to look at it. And we literally go look at it within minutes, hours, whatever, as soon as we can, so we don't lose out on it. And that's how the whole process works. So there's a lot more to it, of course, but that's at least getting us started, right? So if you have any questions, let me know, of course, but I just kind of wanted to get us started on how the buying process works. What is a buyer's agent? How do we get paid? And how are you represented for free? So give me a call if I can help or be of further assistance. You can always text me too. You guys have my contact information. I post it everywhere. It's plastered. But again, I'll give it to you here, 614-561-7836. And as always, I like to share my fitness stuff. What's happening today in my neck of the woods? I am headed to actually take a yoga class right now from 11:30 to 12:30. And then I teach my class tonight, which is a cardio and then a little bit of muscle, and then I'm lifting tonight. So I'm going 3 hours today. I told you sometimes I do that, not always, but today's one of those days. I was looking for an extra hour and I wanted it to be yoga today, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm looking forward to that. So hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all are doing. So let me know if you want to share. If you have fitness tips, questions, or anything that you want to give me, I would be interested in hearing. And nutrition, I'm always there to share mine as well. Glad to help anybody that needs it. You know, I still do personal training. I still am a personal trainer. I still do fitness and all of that. So it's my passion, it's my joy. So if I can help you along the way, of course, I'm willing to do that. Have a great day, and thanks again for listening, as always.